Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. This is going to be my update for the Beauty Balance project pan. In this project I keep track of everything I use up, everything I declutter, everything I get into my collection, and in the end my hope is that my collection will have shrunk a bit from the beginning of the year. So what have I been up to? Well, first of all, let's go through the rules. I have a beauty bank in which I have points and money. So the points are based on how much I use up and how much I bring in. So for everything I use up, I get 1 point. That goes for declutters as well. Everything leaving my collection is 1 point, but every time I bring something in, I will reduce 2 points. And this is to make sure that I have less in the end of the year. Even if I use up all the points, I will still have less than I started with. And as for the money part of this, I get back everything that I spent on an item, not the retail value, but what I actually spent on the product. I also get 5 Swedish crowns, which is $0.5 for like samples that weren't in a box or something that cost something else. But if I just received it for free, if it's a sample or like a foil sample, I will give myself $0.50 for it. And if I have received something as a gift, I can decide what I want to give myself for using that up, everything from $2 to $5. I also get $1 for hitting pan in a makeup product, and I get $1 for finishing a makeup product within a palette. So if I have a single blush, I will get $1 for hitting pan on it, and then I will get the money back that I spent on it when I use it up. But if it is a blush palette and I use a blush in there, I will get $1 for hitting pan and then $1 for finishing it up. And once I'm done with the whole palette, I will get the money back that I spent on the palette. And this is to incentivize me to actually finish things within products and not just hit pan, and actually use those harder products up, because it's so much easier to hit pan than to use something up. So I tend to go towards that, but at some point I do want to finish palettes, and I think this is a good way of kind of incentivize me to do that. So now when the rules are out of the way, let's go through the items. I'm going to show you everything today actually. And I haven't done this for more than a few months. I started at the beginning of this year and I still haven't figured out how I want to form these videos. If I want to show everything or just the things that I don't have in projects. If I just want to read everything, you know, the value or what I spent on it. But for today, I'm going to show you everything very quickly. We're gonna need to do this quickly because I have a few things coming in and then I have a lot going out. So we're going to go through this very quickly, and then I'm going to show you my bullet journal spread, and let's see how this works. So I actually received 2 ZZ boxes, and I can announce that I have actually stopped the subscription. I have already paid for a year and I started in August, so I got the August box. So I guess I will have maybe 1 or 2 boxes left, but it feels like I have already received 12 boxes. It feels like I have so much stuff. I thought this would be the last box I received this time, but I'm not sure. This might have been the last. I might get 1. I might get even 2 boxes more this year. I'm not sure, but let's go through the items that I received. First off, we have a little eyeshadow palette. Looks like that. I also received this eyeliner. Now, one thing that I like with ZZ is it's not just the packaging, but it's their generosity within the products, that you actually get either refills. This time, I don't think this is a refill. I think you should just put this into the pen to make it work. This is an ink eyeliner. Never tried that before, but it doesn't seem like it actually has something in already, so it's not a refill. But this is great because this, I think, prevents it from drying out until I, start using it. So that's nice. And look at this packaging again. It's so beautiful. Okay, next up we have a glitter lip gloss. Now, this doesn't have much glitter in it, does it? Do you see any glitter? I don't. And it's not the best shade, but it's a shade I don't really have. It's more of an orange tone. Maybe it will work in the summer. I don't know. Like I think I used it yesterday or even today over another lipstick before, and it was actually pretty good. But when I tried it the first time, it was not very nice. I also received this sculpting concealer powder. Now this is actually a packaging that I will keep. I will repress other things into it when I'm finished with it. But look at that reflection. Like in some angles, it almost seems like it's blinking. It's really cool. It's looking like this. I get a brush. I tried it just on my hands to see if it had any coverage, or because it says it's a sculpting palette, so I think there should be some pigment, and it looks like almost a contour palette, but it has almost no pigment. So I'm considering this to be a powder. So when I'm finished with that, I will be sure to franken something else into it because this is awesome. Looks so good. We also received a foundation, not my shade, not my color. It's way too yellow, but I guess maybe I can make it work somehow. Maybe, who knows? I have two more things. I have an eyebrow pen here, a retractable one looking like that. I didn't bring it all out, but you probably know how a retractable pen looks like. And this is an eyeshadow pen or crayon or something. So one side is this kind of white gold, and the other side is this red with lots of gold shimmer in it. And I'm going to show how this looks actually. Oh no, I broke it. I have it way too far up. Okay. I have to be careful. Oh, this is so creamy. But it kind of has this orangey reddish tone to it, and then it has lots of gold sparkle in it. I'm not sure I love this on me, to be honest. I haven't really tried it too much, but yeah. And here's a little swatch with the gold one as well. Very underwhelming. And that was, I got this one in the last box, and this is such an underwhelming product to get instead of an eyeshadow palette. Like, they've always given us eyeshadow palettes. This is the only time they haven't, and we get this instead. It's like, no, this is not the same thing. So yeah, this is one of the reasons I stopped the ZZ box, because we get less products, less value, and they're now beginning to give us repeats and, you know, less value. We don't even get the eyeshadow palette all the time. So yeah, I'm not too thrilled about that. So those were the 7 products that I have kept from the ZZ boxes. Now let's talk about Gloss Gods. I haven't tried them before. I've heard great things about them, and I saw this go kind of, I don't know if it was viral, but I saw it several times. This palette, this vintage glam palette. And I loved the color story. I went to their website and I was like, this is the only one I want, because this is right up my alley in the color story. And when I swatched this, I mean, I was mesmerized by how creamy they were, and that the shades are a little bit different. Like both this one, this is a pink actually, even though it looks like gold. This is also a pink, even if it looks like a coppery red. Like this one, even if it looks like a gray, it's a dark purple. So it's very much more purple and pinky than I would imagine with this, with how it looks. But anyway, this was on sale. And then I realized that this was actually a new palette, a new release, but they're discontinuing it because they had some shipping problems with this one. 2 of these shadows were often too loosely pressed, so they often shattered in transit, in shipping. So they can't sell it anymore. So they were having like a sell-out price for it. So I got it a lot cheaper, but mine didn't break, and I'm so happy for that. And I can't wait to play around with it. I am so happy. I also found 2 primers. eyeshadow primers. So one is like a liquid well, not a liquid, maybe a gel, but it's see-through, and I've been wanting to try out the NYX glitter glue, and this seems to do the same thing, and it was only like $5 or less because it is growing a little bit old, so it won't go bad. They said it might dry out, and I'm okay with that. Like, if it dries out, it dries out, but I would like to try it, and this was a great deal, so I thought, let's try it now and see if glitters actually, you know, stay better with this one. Like, now I can do things that other people do with their shimmers and stuff, so we'll see if that works. And then I saw that they had an eyeshadow base. I took their lightest color because I'm very light and I want a very light base. It doesn't matter if it's like lighter than I am, because I'm going to cover it with eyeshadow. The lighter, the better. But I did not expect this color. I did not expect that it would be white. Like, it's really, really white. I used it today for the first time underneath this, and I'm not sure what I think. I feel like it's a little bit hard to, well, I don't know even how to show it to you, but it is whiter. Like, where can you see? Can you see it better? Far away, I don't know. But it's pretty white. You have to take my word for it, I guess. It's not blending out as well as I would like it to, but I use my fingers, so maybe a makeup sponge will help me to actually cover and make a good base, because that's what I want. I don't really love these see-through primers. This one I wanted because I wanted to see if I could actually have one color, solid color on my eyelids, and then top it off with glitter. I usually just go in my crease with color and then shimmer all over my lids, and the shimmer has to kind of work as a shade as well. But if it's a topper and I just want a little bit of shimmer, you know, I wanted to try this, but most often I do want to use a base like this with high coverage so that I can have like an even surface to work on. So those were all of my products, 10 new products, which means I will reduce 20 points from my beauty bank. Now, let's move to the empties. Like I said, I'm not going to talk about prices. I'm not going to, I think, review most of these because you've already watched my videos, I hope. If you haven't, go to my channel. I have a lot of project planning going on. I will just maybe mention things that haven't been in projects. So let's start off with fragrances. We have one from Giorgio Armani called C. I like it. Then we have the Coupe d'Amour. Like that one too, I think. Oh, I'm already beginning to give reviews. Sorry guys. 2 perfumes, 1 hand soap. I finished a little body lotion, a face cleanse, a face scrub, face like a cleansing foam for your face by Rituals. I have some hair products here, a little hair oil, a bond builder, hair mask, and a shampoo. For makeup, I have 5 products here. I have a makeup remover pads. This one I didn't have in any project. I love these, and I think they're only $5. It contains 65 pads. They're really moisturizing. They contain oils and stuff, and it really feels like smoothing and calming for your face afterwards. This is definitely something I want to repurchase if I can find it again. I also tried their non-oily ones. They're not as good. They kind of, it feels a little bit scratchy on the skin when I use those pads, but this one is amazing. This is from Andrea IQ's Makeup Remover Pads Moisturizing. That's the name of it. This is how it looks. Then we have the lip butter from The Body Shop that I've been working on for like two and a half years maybe. I have a mini powder from Glow Minerals. I have a Hiccup mascara. This I didn't have in any project either. However, well, I wanted to finish this in my plan to pan. I showed it to you, and you know, when I started to using this was a drama queen. I mean, one drop could come from the sky and she was like, oh no, I'm going to die. Let's run down your cheek and hide beneath your chin. And you know, and the mascara ran and it was like really a mess. This got better after a time, so it's been better, but I wouldn't repurchase it. We also have my favorite so far eyeshadow base from Essence, the I Heart Stage. It is gone, it is gone. And I have a nail polish, or a top coat rather. It looks like I have something in here, but it's too thick. I can't do anything with it. It's really hard to grip onto the brush at all. It also has becoming a little bit like, it looks silvery. It looks like I've had another nail polish in here. However, I don't think that is nail polish, so I'm beginning to think that might be mold. And that's when I realized that no, I will not even try to use this anymore. But it's really, really thick. I mean, you can see that it's not even running down when I do that. So that one is gone. And now we have lots of skincare. So some masks. This is a peel-off mask. We have 2 face masks from Dr. Shirkle. Love them. Not so much the neck one, but the sheet masks for the face are wonderful. We have a night mask from Glam of Sweden. We have 2 samples by Wish Trend. This was a day cream. We have 7 ampoules from Babur. Always nice, always a little bit, you know, you feel like you're sophisticated when you use these. However, I don't know how much they're actually doing. Then a face cream that I thought would be a body lotion, but then I realized that no, it's a face cream. Let's use it for the face. I really like this one. It was good. We have an eye cream from Glossybox that I finally finished, and I was actually relatively fast using this up. I had another one that I was using at the same time, and I think I actually managed to get this out within the 6 months that, you know, it can be open. So I am so proud of myself for doing that and actually sticking to it. And yeah, I used a lot more than I usually use. I don't know if I'm supposed to do that, but hey, it's an empty. And then we have a glow toner from Institutum. I just finished this one. This promises things. It visibly improves fine lines and wrinkles. I don't think so. I used this one up. It's a toner. No, it's a day cream from Claire's. I also used this up from Apolosophy. This is a very old day cream that I had open for maybe 2 years. So I didn't use it in my face. I used it as a body lotion to finish that one off. And then from Comfort Zone, I have a day cream. It was very thick. If you're into that, maybe you'll like it. But it is kind of hard to get off the white cast. Like it creates a white cast that you have to work into your skin. And that's kind of when you know you're done maybe. But I didn't like it that much. And then a serum from Evelom. And that's it. Wow, I was fast, wasn't I? Now I'm going to show you my bullet journal. So here it comes. So this is the page. As you can see, I finished 36 items. So I gave myself 36 points for that. However, I brought in 10 items, so I reduced 20 points. And that makes a total of plus 16 points to my beauty bank this month. I also hit pan on 11 eyeshadows, 2 face products, and I used 2 shadows up from palettes. So that is amazing. And that will give me a total of $15. So if you haven't been here before or you're not Swedish, 10 Swedish crowns is about $1. So 150 Swedish crowns is $15 approximately. So here you can see everything that I used up, including a few bath bombs that I couldn't show you today. You can see what I paid for it. If they came in a box, I divided all of the items with the cost of the calendar or a beauty box or something like that. And this is kind of the total that I paid for it. So in the end, I used up items for $152.3 and I bought things for $47.7. So if we take a look at last month's number and compare it to this month's number, we can see that I went from $591.7 to $711.3. And I went up from 95 points to 111 points. So that is where we're at right now, and that's where we're, starting next month. One other exciting thing that I think I want to tell you guys is that I'm officially down over 100 products in my inventory now. So even though I've brought in kind of a lot of stuff, these past months, I still am down 100 items. That's awesome. That's awesome. And that is kind of my end goal. And maybe you're asking like, oh, why don't you want to go down even further? Well, of course I want to. But the thing is, advent calendars. Advent calendars. I am already looking forward to the advent calendars, guys. I love advent calendars. I will buy them. I really hope that at the end of this year, even though I will bring in stuff, I hope that I can still be 100 products lighter, let's say, than when I started this. And so far, so good. I think I'm 122 items down actually right now, which is amazing. And if I continue in this way, and now that I've actually stopped the ZZ box, so I won't have as much coming in every month, hopefully. Yeah, I think I can do that. I hope so. But we'll see when the advent calendar season comes around. You never know what will happen. But anyway, that is it for today. Let me know if you like this layup of seeing all of the products. Maybe it helps to see like the sizes of the things, because sometimes if I just read what I finished, it feels like I finished so much, and people might, wonder what's going on here. But as you can see, I have a lot of smaller items. I have a few big size items as well, but I am trying to work through my smaller items, and that will of course go faster. And yeah, maybe it just helps seeing the products somehow. I don't know. Let me know what you thought. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this, and that I'll see you in the next update, which will be in just like a day or two, because that's how it usually goes. I do a lot of project planning. So if you're into that, please subscribe, hit the like button, comment, get to know me if you want to. You don't have to if you don't want to. But anyway, that is where I will love you and leave you, and hope that you'll get an amazing day wherever you are. Bye.